Hello my loves, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole if you're new here. In today's video, as you guys saw by the title, I'm going to be testing out a bunch of new, clean, cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, sulfate-free, silicone-free, aluminum-free makeup products. And I'm so excited because I'm so done and I'm so tired of clogging my pores with chemicals. Just so much stuff that just shouldn't be going on my skin. And I think it's really important, especially nowadays, there's so many new products and so many new brands coming out with natural stuff, and I just feel like it's the time to transition over to that and leave the bad chemicals, gross stuff that's clogging your pores behind, because I have sensitive skin. I tend to break out. We're humans. A lot of people tend to break out, and as you'll see when I start my makeup, I do have some scarring right now and I am breaking out a little bit. So that is one of the main reasons that I wanted to transition over to using all clean makeup. I think that using makeup with a lot of chemicals and bad ingredients in it is obviously not good for your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. So I'm really excited to be trying out all these products. This is the look, and this is all done with natural, cruelty-free makeup, and I'm so excited because I actually am really impressed by how it turned out. I do have some products that I was not that impressed with, so I'm going to let you guys know at the end of the video what I didn't like, and in the middle, I'm gonna let you know, don't skip out. I look a little psycho, but it ends up looking like this. So I'm actually really impressed. So if you guys want to know how I achieve this makeup look by using all clean products, then just keep on watching this video. The first step that I always do for my makeup routine is my eyebrows, and I'm going to do them off camera just because it's a little bit difficult to do on camera. So I'll be right back with my brows done. I'm back. As you can see, I filled in my eyebrows and I did them a little bit more intense than I like to for an everyday look. So when I fill in my eyebrows, I like to conceal them just to kind of shape them a little bit better. Here I have the Ilia Cosmetics concealer, and I'm going to take this just to conceal my, oh god, is this way too light of a color for me? No, it shouldn't be. This is how the bottle looks. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it under my eyebrows. It smells pretty good, but I honestly don't really know if this is the right shade for me. Sorry, I look kind of crazy. I don't know if this is the right shade for me, so we're gonna have to see. I know I look a little bit crazy, but I went a little overboard. I didn't know how much concealer I was gonna need, but it's all gonna be covered up with foundation that I'm gonna be using. I like the consistency of the product. I haven't used it as concealer yet, so I'm gonna have to see if it causes me to crease, because typically I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just for reference, and I love that concealer, so hopefully this one works as well as that, because I really want to be able to use these kinds of products. I also feel like it has the same amount of coverage, but like I said, we're gonna have to test it out as concealer, obviously. So usually the next step that I do in my everyday makeup routine, I like to set my concealer on my eyelids. And I got the Lawless setting powder. This is how it comes. This is the box, and then you open it, and here is the setting powder. And then of course it has the sticker in here, which, can I get it off or no? Well, this is interesting. They really don't want you to use the product. There was that like part where you pull. Ooh. Okay, open that. I did just clean my makeup brushes because I wanted to have everything fresh and clean for this, and I also got a new beauty blender. I'm just dipping this eyeshadow brush into the setting powder. I'm just kind of gonna pour some in here. It's definitely not that bright in my opinion, but we're gonna have to see how it works. I mean, it's mainly just for setting your face, so I'm just going to set my eyelids. Now that I set my eyelids, I'm going to move on to eyeshadow, and I purchased this little eyeshadow palette from Lawless, and it has very neutral shades, which is what I would typically, God, I just like don't. Okay, after 30 years, I finally opened it. Lawless, the brand, in the back of it, it says, always free of stuff that's bad for you. Formulated without parabens, phthalates, wow, that's so awkward, I don't know what that is. Mineral oil, sulfates, aluminum, chemical fragrance, silicones, petroleums, cruelty-free. So that sounds obviously really good for your skin. So all of the Lawless products are made that way, made without any of those chemicals. And then these are the shades in the palette, which, like I said, are very neutral. I got that because I like to stick to neutral eyeshadow, especially for during the day. So I'm applying this kind of like all over my eyelid. It's definitely pretty pigmented. It's a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit just so you can see a little bit better as to how the products are looking on my skin. This is the eyeshadow right now, and it's very pigmented, which is obviously good, and it's very easy to blend, which I noticed. Moving on to my face now, so I'm going to be taking the Tatcha primer, and if you guys have never tried this primer out, I honestly really recommend it. I've been using it for a long time now. This is how it looks. This is my second or third one of the primer, and then I just kind of take my finger. Oh, it's like too much. Just kind of place it on my face. Like so. I'm just gonna blend. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you should be able to tell. This like really blurred out my skin, I feel like, and it gives it like a nice smooth feeling also, which is obviously a good thing. So I've already been using this primer for a long time now. I really like it. The brand is Tatcha, which is obviously a really good clean brand, so I recommend trying it out if you haven't already. On to foundation. I got the Lawless foundation, and this is how it comes in this box. And you open it and it is just like this. I got 2 shades just because I didn't know which shade I was gonna be, and I got the shade. Well, God, I don't know if I'm just really weak today, but nothing's opening for me. I got the shades Nomad and Arizona. Whoa, looks a little too dark for me. Hello? So that one is way too dark. I'm gonna go with the other foundation because it's a little bit lighter than this one. I thought that I got a lighter color, a little confused. I'm gonna go in with the one that I already had on my hand that already looked a little too dark. Let's just see how it looks. We're gonna have to make that work because these are the only colors I have. Oh my God, this is horrible. It smells really good actually. Oh, Nicole. I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I just kind of patted it into my hand and got the leftover product, and now I'm just gonna be blending it all over my face. Obviously, this color is not the proper color for me. I feel like once I blend it and put concealer and stuff, it's going to look a little bit more appropriate for my skin. Other than the color, I actually like this foundation. The coverage is nice, especially for during the day. Now I'm gonna take that Ilia concealer and I'm gonna put it under my eyes. Whoa, this stuff is very, I guess you could say pigmented. I do like this concealer, and I actually feel like it does match well with the foundation that I'm using, even though the foundation doesn't really match well with my skin. I'm gonna try and blend it a little bit more in my nose creases because I feel like sometimes this little area always has little creases from concealer. I'm gonna go like this just to make sure that there's no creases because I'm gonna take that setting powder. I put it in here, the Lawless setting powder, and I'm going to take my beauty blender and just kind of dab it into this setting powder. And then I'm just gonna take this. I almost feel like with this setting powder, a little does not go a long way. You need a lot. Wow, I feel like I just look psycho right now, but the undertone of this setting powder I feel like is yellow, which could work well for some people, but I feel like it kind of depends on your skin's undertone and then also the foundation color that you're using. I don't know exactly how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna take the eyeshadow palette again because I like to put a little bit of a color underneath, like on this little waterline right here. I don't really like to do eyeliner or anything, so I'm gonna take one of these bronzy shades on this little brush right here. And again, these eyeshadows are honestly so pigmented. I don't need to use a lot in order to get the color I'm looking for. And I also want to say that I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that, but I do really like makeup. I just wanted to test out these products and I figured why not turn it into a video, show you guys what I think, because although I'm not a makeup artist, I do enjoy makeup and I like wearing makeup, so I just wanted to try them out, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm not a makeup artist, makeup professional, or anything like that. I'm gonna take my beauty blender now, and I'm kind of just gonna blend out the setting powder. The only thing that I didn't find for like clean natural makeup was a foundation powder for your face. Obviously for your face, foundation is for your face. I think that I may have used a little too much of that setting powder because I don't have a face powder to use now in order to kind of tone it down. I'm gonna go in with bronzer because I feel like that might help even out my whole face a little bit. So this is the bronzer that I got. It is by the brand Lawless again. This is how it looks. It's in this white packaging. I'm just gonna take this little brush right here and then just, you know, circular motions. Whoa, it definitely looks pretty pigmented because it just does. After using the bronzer, I feel like it kind of helped my face look a little bit more even. I definitely don't think that any of this stuff is really for my shade, and I definitely messed up on that, but we're just gonna have to keep going because I can't really do anything about that at this point. The next thing I have is the Lawless highlighter, and it looks like this. I actually heard a lot about this, so I'm excited to try this. It comes just how the bronzer does, but in black packaging. And then this is how it looks. I'm just gonna take this little brush, and then I'm kind of just gonna test it out of my hand before I put it on my face. So one thing I'm noticing is that my brush is like not collecting a lot. I don't know if it's the brush that I'm using or if it's the actual product. I'm gonna go down. Do you see that? I don't know what just happened. I'm going to apply the highlighter on my cheeks, my brow bone a little bit, above my brow bone, or that is my brow bone, I think. I don't know. I applied the highlighter, and I don't think I really like this highlighter, to be honest with you. I put it down the bridge of my nose, and it kind of just like made my entire nose white, which never really happens to me. I usually use a MAC highlighter. So I'm not a huge fan of what it did to my nose. I know my nose already kind of looked a little weird, but that just looks really weird to me. The next step is blush, and I got this Nude Sticks little blush here. Nude Sticks is a new brand that I feel like a lot of people have been using. How does this work? Oh, whoa. So when you open it, it's like this. The blush is on this side, and then there's like a little brush over here. It's like a creamy consistency, and I'm kind of just gonna put it on my hand before I actually put it on my face. I don't really know how this is gonna look. We're just gonna, I guess I'll just use this brush. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender instead of that brush and just kind of, I feel like I need a little bit more, but I'm scared. Don't really know if I like how it looks. I feel like it's, first of all, not blending, and I know that it comes with a brush, but I'm wondering if you have to have different foundation on or something a little bit more natural, like a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream, because it just is not really blending into my foundation or concealer, in my opinion. I feel like I need more. I don't know. Let's blend this. Lately, I've been on a huge obsession with blush though, so this may fix the way this makeup is looking. But I definitely think that adding a little bit more of the blush actually made my makeup come a little bit more put together, because I almost felt like the concealer and the baking powder kind of made my face look really weird with the bronzer and like the bright under eyes. I do like the blush. My only thing is that I feel like it should be with something a little bit more natural, like a CC cream, like I said. I think it looks natural, and I think that the coverage for all of this makeup is actually really good for being natural. When you think of that kind of makeup, you think that it won't really cover, but I actually am impressed with the coverage, and I think that it actually looks nice. Everything looks pretty blended, and it kind of just exactly how I would wear my makeup for an everyday makeup look. Next, I'm going to use the lipstick that I bought. So I got this lipstick by Lawless, and I like their packaging because it's very minimal. This is the shade that I went for. The name is Wedding Day. It's not my wedding day. So I'm gonna apply this without a lip liner because I didn't get a lip liner, and I might even use some of the Nude Sticks blush. You can use it for so many different things because it is that creamy consistency, so you can use it as like a lipstick or something like that as well. This smells like not natural at all, which is weird. Whoa, that lip color is horrendous. So now I'm gonna take the Nude Sticks and just see. After adding that blush, I definitely think that it made it look a little bit more pinky and not as nude. I obviously don't want my lips just blended with my face. Something I do need to do is kind of just blend this down. This product that I have to use, which I have been so excited to try out. This is it right here. I know that it's such a popular product, so I'm really excited to test it out. I love the little bottle. It feels so expensive, which it is. Their products are really nice. It's a glass bottle, which is nice. Is it glass? Yeah, that's glass. That is very light the way it comes out, which I like, and it smells nice and fresh. So I actually really like that product because it's more of a mist rather than like the heavy sprays that I feel like Urban Decay and stuff like that have. That's the one I typically use, and it's very intense, I feel like. So I have tried out all the products that I bought. The only product that I did not use is RMS Beauty Concealer, and I didn't use it because I used the Ilia one, and I kind of prefer one that is in a tube like this Ilia concealer because it's very similar to the NARS concealer, which is what I'm really used to using. I actually don't mind how my makeup turned out today. The only issue is that the foundation is a little bit too dark, obviously, so I do need to go get a different color. The lipstick was actually very creamy and it had a good texture to it, and it went on very, very nicely. I just did not like the color on me. I probably should have ordered a few different colors to test it out. I feel like everything looks really glowy, which I like, but if you're somebody that tends to get oily, I wouldn't recommend it because I'm already looking oily right now, I feel like, and I used a good amount of setting powder. The Lawless bronzer is so pigmented compared to the highlighter, and I'm actually really surprised that the highlighter looked like that and didn't work very well. They have two shades. This is one of them, and this is the shade Summer Skin. The only products that I really wouldn't purchase again are the highlighter, which is the Lawless highlighter. I don't know if they have their shades, but I might try another shade before discounting it in general. I thought that there was not a lot of highlight to it. It kind of just had like a white look to it. I don't really feel like it looks like I have highlighter on my face at all. And then the other product, I already kind of noticed, which I'm kind of disappointed about, a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes from the Ilia concealer. That is a little disappointing, so next time I'm definitely gonna have to try out the RMS Beauty Cover Up Concealer because that's just not what I like, and I don't think anybody wants that to happen, especially when they're doing their makeup, they're going out, they're putting effort into doing it. They obviously don't want a bunch of creases under their eyes. That just doesn't look good. Other than those two products, I'm very impressed with everything else that I have tried. So if you guys try out any of these products, let me know down below. I want to know what you guys think, what you like, what you don't like. Let me know if you get creasing from this Ilia concealer or if you like the Lawless highlighter, if you guys try any of that stuff out, because those are the only two things that I actually didn't really like that much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!